Now that we have our real servers defined, we can move on to the next step, defining a firewall policy for our service. Navigate to the Application Security, Configuration, Firewall Policies tab. In the Firewall Policies tab, you can define the modes and levels of protection for your application servers. By activating the firewall's shields and applying it to your server farm, you will be proactively protecting your applications from malicious behavior like cross-site scripting, SQL injection, denial of service, and other potent attacks. To create a new firewall policy, click on the New button. In the name field, define a unique and descriptive name for this firewall policy. Select the default action. This is the action the policy will take when it detects a malicious attack. Selecting drop will drop the request or response, as well as the connection associated with it. Selecting log will log the details of the connection and let the request or response pass through. Selecting reject will send the user a 403 forbidden response. I'm going to select drop as my default action. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to enable the injection shield. It is recommended, however, that you read up on each of the shield's capabilities in the Ishlangu Administrative Manual and enable all the protection you require specific to your application's needs. For instance, if your application uses and stores session state information for each user, it is recommended that you enable and configure the session shield. Or if your application accepts file uploads or form submissions, it is recommended that you enable and configure injection shield, field shield, CSRF shield, and AV shield. This will ensure that data submitted to your application is inspected for malicious payloads. For the injection shield configuration, I'm going to enable the generic injection filter, SQL injection filter, and cross-site scripting injection filter. The action for the shield can be the same as the default or completely different action. I'm going to choose reject for this shield. To save the firewall policy, simply click on the Save button.